Have you ever wondered if fasting could be the key to unlocking unexplored spiritual power? Get ready for an epic experience. We will explore how fasting, often misunderstood, can be the gateway to a deep and immediate divine connection. On this journey, we will challenge your beliefs, awaken your curiosity, and show you how you can achieve instant spiritual rewards. If you're ready for a journey that will revolutionize your faith, don't miss a second. This is the time to discover what fasting truly means. God designed the human body as an incredibly precise physical machine, with immense power. However, to keep it functioning, this mechanism requires fuel, known as food. Food not only satisfies hunger but also energizes us, integrating us into the natural balance that sustains life. But then comes the question, why would anyone choose to deprive themselves of food? In the modern era, we are conditioned to eat 3 times a day. We are constantly reminded of the importance of a nutritious breakfast to start the day well. From school, we learn the importance of consuming 3 balanced meals daily and exercising to strengthen our bodies. However, why give up eating? Today, the practice of not eating is commonly associated with diets, often adopted for weight loss or health reasons. But there are those who abstain from food for spiritual reasons, a practice known in the Bible as fasting. Fasting is typically practiced during a specific period to achieve a spiritual purpose. This intriguing phenomenon, though complex, highlights how hunger can be seen from different perspectives, varying between biological necessity and spiritual pursuit. This offers a fascinating insight into the intersection between body, mind, and spirit. Consider an example from the Old Testament, specifically an annual practice among faithful Jews, the obligatory fast described in Leviticus chapter 16 verse 29. God established that in the 7th month, on the 10th day of the month, you shall afflict your souls, and do no work at all, whether a native or a stranger who dwells among you. This day is known as Yom Kippur, also called the Day of Atonement. The purpose of this fast was clear. God wanted his people to reflect on the solemnity of their salvation. On this day, the high priest would enter the Holy of Holies and offer the blood of an animal to atone for the people's sins. Leviticus chapter 16 verse 24 details the process. He shall wash his body with water in the holy place, put on his garments, come out and offer his burnt offering and the burnt offering of the people, and make atonement for himself and for the people. The reason everyone fasted was to identify with the high priest during this act of sacrifice. A lamb was offered for the forgiveness of the nation's sins. Additionally, Jesus gave instructions on the practice of fasting to his disciples, as recorded in Matthew chapter 6 verse 16-18. He instructed, "Moreover, when you fast, do not be like the hypocrites, with a sad countenance. For they disfigure their faces that they may appear to men to be fasting. Assuredly, I say to you, they have their reward. But you, when you fast, anoint your head and wash your face." This teaching emphasizes the importance of sincerity in fasting, which should not be performed for public approval but is an intimate expression of faith and repentance. When you abstain from food, both pleasurable and essential, you draw divine attention. Jesus warned us against the ostentation of fasting, emphasizing that we should not seek public recognition through our practices. Fasting is a legitimate spiritual discipline. Jesus said, "When you fast," showing that it is an act of temporarily giving up a physical desire, such as food, for a greater spiritual need. Instead of feeding yourself, dedicate yourself to secret prayer, seeking divine intervention. However, if the motivation to avoid food is solely for others to admire your spirituality, then their recognition will be the only reward you receive. If you've never fasted before, the idea of going without food for a while may seem intimidating. There are various concerns due to our routine of 3 meals a day. Many wonder if they will feel hungry or how they will deal with the discomfort associated with it. Other concerns include the ability to persevere without succumbing to temptations, like a TV commercial suggesting that a chocolate bar could be the perfect solution for an afternoon slump. There is also concern about how fasting will be perceived socially. Will my friends think I'm strange if they find out I'm fasting? The answer is simple. Fasting is a personal and spiritual practice that, when done with the right intention, transcends concerns about others' perceptions and focuses on strengthening the spirit and seeking a deeper connection with the divine. You don't fast to impress your friends, and often, you don't even share with them that you are fasting, just as Jesus instructed in Matthew chapter 6 verse 17-18. Fasting, ultimately, is a personal and intimate commitment between you and God, often carried out in privacy. However, there are occasions when fasting is done communally. In biblical history, Ezra fasted with 4,000 people to address a problem, and Esther asked all believing Jews to fast for divine intervention. These examples show how fasting can also be an act of unity and solidarity among believers, shared in the pursuit of a common purpose. Each year in May, Christians are invited to come together on the National Day of Prayer and Fasting. This event serves as a time for the faithful to gather both in prayer and fasting, reflecting and seeking divine guidance and intervention in their lives and in society. Fasting is a practice that transcends mere food restriction for health or weight loss purposes. It is a biblical discipline rooted in sincere spiritual motivations. When you begin your fasting journey, remember, it's not the duration of the fast that God values, but the sincerity of your heart and your genuine desire for a deeper connection with Him. Fasting is a powerful act, capable of transforming not only your spirit but also your relationship with God. This is the time to embrace this discipline with faith, commitment, and a humble heart. If this content was valuable to you, share it with someone who needs to hear this message. May God bless you and guide you on this spiritual journey.